What is analytical method validation? Why we perform analytical method validation? How can we perform? What are the parameters in analytical method validation? One person will clear all analytical method validation related doubts. Who is he? Nandipalli Kashi Naidu. Having 13 years experience in analytical method validations and method transfers. Career: Archit Pharma, Aspira, Pfizer, Dr. Reddy's. A warm welcome and lots of good wishes on becoming part of our growing team.
Hi friends, myself Kashi Naidu. Today our topic is analytical method validation. What is method validation? Why you are performing the method validation? How to perform method validation? What parameters carried out in the method validation? First of all, what is the method validation? Method validation is a document evidence and its process to confirm that the particular test procedure for the specific test is suitable for intended use. The results which are generated in the validation are judge the quality, reliability and consistency of the analytical result. Why we perform the method validation? We perform the method validation to check the method is producing the quality results or not, and also without having any method related issues in quality control operations. How to perform the method validation and what is the parameters carried out in the method validation? Now we are going to discuss. Analytical method validation of assay by HPLC for drug product and drug substance. The validation as follows the following parameters. The first parameter is system suitability, second parameter is specificity, third parameter is method precision, and fourth parameter is linearity, and fifth parameter is accuracy, and sixth parameter is range, and seventh parameter is ruggedness, and eighth parameter is robustness. As a part of system suitability, the development people was developed the analytical method sent to the validation team. As a part of system suitability, the validation team prepare blank standard solutions as per the test method and inject to the HPLC system. They are evaluated for the system suitability parameters, percentage of RST for 5 replicate standard injections and USP tailing factor and USP plate count. These all are acceptance criteria within the as per the test method, means your system suitability was passed for the particular test procedure. And second one is specificity. As a part of specificity, we are evaluated 3 parameters. The first parameter is blank and placebo interference, and second one is impurity interference, and third one is force degradation study. This topic we will discuss in a later. The third parameter is method precision. As a part of method precision, there are prepared 6 test samples as per the test method and injected into HPLC system. They are calculated the percentage of assay as per the test procedure and calculate percentage of RST. The acceptance criteria of method precision should be not more than percentage of RST should be not more than 2.0 percentage. And next topic is linearity. As a part of linearity, there are covered not less than minimum 5 levels of the your standard concentration or sample concentration. In the assay method, standard or sample concentrations are similar. That's why you are going to take either standard or sample concentration. For suppose your test concentration is 100 ppm, you should cover the linearity from the 50% level to 150% level. 100 ppm का 50% is 50 ppm and 150% is 150 ppm. So you should linearity should cover 50 ppm to 150 ppm. You should prepare the minimum 5 levels, means 50 ppm, 75 ppm, 100 ppm, 125 ppm and 150 ppm. And linearity curve should be plotted with respect to the concentration and response. Your correlation quotient should be not less than 0.999 is the acceptance criteria. And bias also you can calculate. The bias for the assay is not more than 2.0. And the next parameter is accuracy. Accuracy only can extract the procedure for the particular test procedure. Here only in the as a part of accuracy we are check the your method extraction procedure. Linearity with respect to calculate the standard, accuracy with respect to of the your test sample. Here also as a part of accuracy you should prepare 50% level of the samples 3, 100% level samples 3 and 150% samples 3. Means you should accuracy also should cover 50 to 150% of your test concentration. Your test concentration is 100 ppm. You should prepare the 50 ppm of solutions and 150 ppm solutions 3 with respect to of the respect to accuracy. Percentage of acceptance criteria is percentage of recovery should be 97.0 to 103.0 for the drug product, 98.0 to 102.0 for the drug substance. And the next topic is range. As a part of range, you can cover the precision, linearity and accuracy. Linearity data taken from the linearity section, accuracy data you can taken from the accuracy section. And as a part of precision, you can 100% data you can take the precision data, and 50% level and 150% level also you can go into check the precision. That's why 50% level you can prepare the 6 samples, 150% level prepare the 6 samples and calculate the percentage of RSD. So in this RSD also acceptance criteria should not more than 2.0. Means my method is range from 50% level to 150% level of precise, linear and accuracy. These 3 parameters as a part of range we are covered and we can evaluate. And next parameter is ruggedness. As a part of evaluate 2 parameters. One is the intermediation and second one is the solution stability. As a part of intermediation, you can check the system to system, column to column, analyst to analyst and day to day variability. Means in this intermediation we can prepare 6 samples as per the test method and calculate the percentage of SA and calculate the percentage of RSD. The percentage of RSD was not more than 2.0, means your intermediation was in line with your acceptance criteria. And one more acceptance criteria is there for intermediation and precision data, both are cumulative. You can calculate the percentage of RSD. The cumulative RSD should not more than 2.0. Means your method is rugged as a part of intermediation. And second thing is solution stability. In a part of solution stability, you should cover mobile phase stability, standard stability and test sample solution stability. As a part of mobile phase stability, you can prepare fresh standard and evaluate the system suitability parameters. If system suitability was passed in the old mobile phase, day 1, day 2 and day 5, means the mobile phase was stable, and day 1 and day 2 and day 5, means mobile phase was stable up to day 5. And standard and test sample solution stability evaluated with respect of the fresh standard and old standards and test samples. We can calculate the similarity factor for the standard. The similarity factor limit is 0.98 to 1.02 and calculate the percentage of SA for the old standards and compare the initial results. The variation for the from initial to solution stability assay should not more than 2.0. Intermediate precision and solution stability all are as a part of ruggedness. These all acceptance criteria, within the acceptance criteria your method is rugged. And the next topic is robustness. As a part of robustness, you can cover flow accuracy, column temperature variations and organic variations. Flow accuracy. For suppose your method is 1 ml flow, the plus or minus 2 ml, plus or minus 0.2 ml should cover the flow variation. Means 0.8 ml to 1.2 ml you can evaluate the system suitability criteria. If you 0.8 ml to 1.2 ml the system suitability was passed, means your method is robust at 0.8 to 1.2 ml flow rate. And column temperature variation, your method having the 30 degrees, the variation should be plus or minus 5 degree, means 25 to 35 degree. You can calculate the system suitability parameters your system suitability was in line with your test method, your column temperature parameter also should pass. And third one is the organic variation. Organic variation we can calculate plus or minus 10% of the existing solvent. For suppose your mobile phase is having 100 ml of methanol or 100 ml of acetonitrile, you can evaluate 90 to 110 ml means plus or minus 10% means 90 to 110 ml. You can calculate separate mobile phase you can prepare and calculate the separate system suitability criteria. Your system suitability was in line with your acceptance criteria. Your method is robust at flow, column and organic. And remaining topic was discussed with the later section. For more videos, please subscribe Pharma Mentors. Signing off, me Kasinade.